Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Good morning. So it is Sunday, October 27th. I'm going live today at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. Just check us out. You should, if you hit the bell, you got notified. If you didn't hit the bell, you don't get notified. Please hit the bell. Hit the bell, guys. So I'm almost at 15,000. I'm about 500 short, 525 short. We're going to get there because not even a year ago, I only had 22 subscribers. So it's been a good year on YouTube. Thank you so much because it's you. There's only one of me, so thank you. I know how important time is, and I just want to make sure that the time that we spend together is worth your while because you can be watching anything, be doing anything else, and I know that. So you giving me your time is something that I take seriously. Thank you, guys. Guys, I was watching, because I sleep with the TV on, full disclosure, I sleep with TV on, and even the dogs sleep with the TV on. There's TV on right now while my dogs are sleeping at home. They're watching YouTube. I don't let them watch me because I'm afraid they're going to start barking at me, and they're going to, so I don't want that. But anyway, so I woke up, and somehow I woke up and took this time travel back to the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial. And I had it playing in the background as I got the dogs ready to go out, as I got ready for work and as I fed the dogs. And anyway, so I started thinking, wow. Johnny Depp, he lost everything. He lost his job. He lost his career for a minute there, People looked at him differently. There was a franchise, the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, Reputation. And, we didn't know much about Johnny. We knew that Johnny did some drugs because, we knew that. We knew that Johnny drank because we knew that. We never heard anything bad about Johnny putting his hands on people. Never, ever, ever. And when we heard this, maybe we thought, is that the way Johnny behaves when he drinks? Is that the reaction he gets? Because I know people even take their phone calls when they drink because they're totally different than they were when they were drinking, than they are the morning when they're waking up with their hangover, or they're waking up with all their thoughts in some sort of disarray, but still sober than the way that they were before. And the thing is that Johnny's reputation became very jeopardized. It came into question, right? Because we look at this porcelain doll that looks like she can't do anything wrong. This beautiful Amber Heard. She not Amber Heard. Are you kidding? What did Johnny do? And we didn't know much about Johnny. Johnny was living in France with Vanessa Paradis and their two kids, Jack and Lily Rose, right? So we hear this and we think, wow, could he, a monster Johnny Depp? And then as the trial comes out, we see it's reversed, right? We see the monster wasn't Johnny Depp. The monster was Amber Heard. Johnny Depp was being ABUSED'd. He wasn't the ABUSER. He unfortunately was on the receiving end of it. Nobody should be on the giving or receiving end of it. My point in saying this is Johnny Depp lost everything and was found guilty by, the Me Too movement and by society before Johnny even went to trial, right? What if he didn't have a voice? What if he had no voice? That's how he would have been known, right? But he had a voice, and he was able to speak up, and he was able to show pictures, and he was able to tell his side of the story, and his side of the story made more sense than her side of the story. And under scrutiny, she fell apart. Her side of the story started changing. Doesn't that remind you of Gypsy Rose? Doesn't her side of the story start changing? Isn't it too bad that her mom isn't alive, like Johnny, to tell her side, like Johnny was able to save his reputation? It's too bad this woman couldn't save her life. But her reputation, her legacy. Can you imagine if Johnny Depp had passed during the time that Amber had spreaded all these vicious lies and rumors, what, to make herself popular, to give herself a story? There wasn't enough good going on in her life. She wanted all of that, that she would ruin him, try to ruin him and succeed until he was able to speak up and tell his side, just use his words and have her questioned a couple times for 2-3 different sides of the story. And nobody could see that maybe DeeDee had a side of the story that was different than Gypsy's. Maybe Gypsy's side of the story wasn't true. Gypsy's story doesn't stand when we ask questions because we get other sides of the story. We keep getting different versions, just like Amber on trial. We don't get to ask DeeDee. We got to ask Johnny, and Johnny got to prove it wasn't the way it looked. It wasn't the way we thought. It wasn't the way we were told. No, it was reversed. DeeDee doesn't get on stand and say, no, this is reversed. This is a different way. I didn't do this. This is the truth about what happened. And yet, people believe Gypsy just like they believed Amber. Look at how silly they look now. Amber, you don't even hear from Amber. All you hear is about a rotten person she is because people have spoken up about her. All you've heard about is the abuse that she's put hands on people before and since. Right? Allegedly, that's what's out there from girlfriends. So, and the way that she uses people. Sound familiar? Sounds a little Gypsy-ish. Not Gypsy like the Gypsies. And by the way, I'm Hungarian. I got that blood in me. I ain't talking that. I'm talking Gypsy Roses. Gypsy Rose-ish. Don't be a Gypsy Rose. That's what I'm saying. So, guys, remember that there's always 3 sides to every story. Yours, theirs, and the truth, right? It's the way we see things. It's the way they see things. It's the way things actually are, right? And so those people that are still saying, Gypsy's perfect. Gypsy didn't do anything. It's just a matter of the way she grew up. All that bullshit. People that are still believing the bullshit of Gypsy's story, which changes all the time. Did you believe Amber Heard's story? Do you believe Johnny Depp's story now? Think about that. Think about how things look and how things are when somebody else gets a chance to tell their side of the story. Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Hopefully I'll see you today, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, don't forget, be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Guys, you asked for them, and they have arrived. Here they are. And they say, be better today than you were yesterday, but not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Guys, Cash App is inside my description, and or PayPal, also in my description. Guys, $4, and I'll mail them to you. If you're out of the country, $5. Guys, just make sure that you send your address with it. You know, in the memo, you should put your address. Inside is embossed. It says Toddy One Skip.